Greetings everyone, this is Elizabeth, and today I want to wish everyone a happy October. It is October 1st, and I thought we would try and do some videos this month for fall/Halloween themed. And this one is kind of borderline because my husband found this lovely stamp and brought it home for me. It's not quite Halloween. It's not quite fall. It's kind of in the middle. So we'll be able to use this for just fall or Halloween, however you want to decorate. I am going to use Halloween colors. So I've got some Distress Oxides. I've got the Twisted Citron, Wilted Violet, and the Carved Pumpkin. And then in the mica stains, I have Hocus Pocus and Flickering Candle. I also have some liquid mono glue. Now this particular one says if you apply it and let it dry, it's repositionable, which means it gets tacky when it dries. So hopefully, if it all goes right, I'll be able to apply some foil to it. Now, I have already started it. So I stamped it, I die cut it, and then I applied the glue in stripes. So hopefully, when this is all dry, we can add our foil and it will be gorgeous. Make sure we can see that. Okay. But I wanted that to dry, but I actually need it cut out of the center. So if you just do these steps, you'll get that little piece in the center. Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to get our little die cut circle, and you'll just want one that's going to fit your stamp. So I don't need a ton of space. I just need a little bit so that the whole stamp will fit on the inside. And instead of trying to aim my stamp for the center of the card, I'm going to cut my circle in the center first. And it's not going to be perfectly centered. I want it centered on the sides and similar up the top. I want a nice big area at the bottom in case I want to put a sentiment. And I'm liking that idea, right? Placement. I guess it's not an idea. It's a placement. Okay. And I'm going to run this through the die cutting machine and I shall return. All right. Magic. Oops. No. Don't rip. Oh, my washi tape was a little too sticky. Don't panic if that happens. Flip it over. Okay. So I'll be a little bit more careful. Which is funny because I used this washi tape the other day on paper and it didn't have any issues. But to get rid of issues, just stick it to your skin, your jeans, and then peel it up a couple of times. Because see, that circle will still fit. Okay, so that'll be good. And what we're going to do now is grab our little splat box. Anything to catch. Actually, let me I'm going to put another card base in there and just see if we can splat that center circle for another card. So we'll do like a 2-for-1 deal. Okay, let's grab some of our lovely colors. And we're just gonna squirt them on here. And if you squeeze slowly, you'll get the bigger droplets. Okay. Oh, there we go. Get some good big fatty green ones. Ugh. Get some purple in there. Okay, now we're going to come in with the mica goodness. And again, we can get good splats just by holding that a little bit tighter, not pressing down really quick. Oh, look at that. Fabulous. Okay. And then we're going to gently lift. Oops. And look at that. And because this curled up, we did get a little bit of spray down the sides, but this is full 4 4¼ by 5½, so I have plenty of room to trim. And then we have that really cool little centerpiece there. So we'll save that for another card. Okay, and then we have this. And we're just going to let it dry. Make sure we don't get it inkied up. But the colors are gorgeous. And that mica is stunning. So we'll let that little gem dry. And I'll be right back with you. Okay, so we're letting the panels all dry. And now we're going to stamp our image. Okay. Now, you don't have to cut your circle out of the center of the paper. You can definitely cut a bunch of circles, do all the stamping, and then just put your circles on top of full panels. However, I thought it would be fun to do it this way. And so I'm kind of looking, when I tip it, I can see, just barely see this rubbery piece here. So I'm going to make sure that little rubbery piece still on my card, but close to the bottom. Okay, that way there I know it'll fit if I get, because this little piece is the furthest one down. And then we'll just let it sit there for a few seconds and then lift away, and there is our lovely stamped image. Oops. Okay. Now you're going to take your glue, and not all glues are created equal. If you use your fancy like Barely Art and stuff, it's going to dry hard and you're not going to be able to do this. This one, I think I'm going to do in polka dots. So I'm just going to put some polka dots on. And if you do it kind of quickly, it'll force you to do it more randomly. And you kind of go in like a dice, the 5 spot on a dice. Okay, so if I do 2 here, there's those 2 there, and I can do the 1 in the center. But this glue, you could actually, you know, do dots. You can do the stripes. So we'll let that dry and get all tacky. And let's check on our other one. Ooh, it's very tacky. Okay, so this is actually dry. Okay, it's tacky. I'm actually really digging that. That's pretty cool. Now, let me pick this one up very carefully for you. And maybe we can see... Woo, pick them both up very carefully. See the difference in the 2 textures. So this one has a gloss on it now because it's dried, and this one's still kind of matte looking. Okay. And then this one, you can definitely tell. I mean, it's just sticky and the glue isn't spreading when I touch it. Now, if I touch one of those dots, it's going to just smear and get gross. But that's really cool. All right, so we're going to set our little dots aside, and I'll be able to use that on another card. And then I just grabbed a piece of foil. Okay, we're going to... Oops. I didn't get it all the way to the top. I should have applied it like this, and then I would have got it for sure. But I'm just going to get attacked by some dots there. Push it all nice and down, nice and snug. Okay. Burnish it. Oh, you can see it sticking in there. I know I put a couple of little spots in the center. Okay. And we're gonna peel, hopefully. Ooh, it's working. Some of it's not. And this isn't a perfect application of foil, so it's going to be kind of grungy, imperfect, but it's going to be cool because it's for Halloween, fall times. Ugh. This glue is actually peeling off the paper. There we go. And all I did when I saw it peeling off the paper, I just put it back down and burnish it. Okay. Just like so. And now I'm going to just take this little bitty corner right here and just get those little spots that I missed. It'll blend in. Nobody will know. Oh, look at that. And then I missed this little spot right in there. Maybe I peeled the glue up. Nope, there it goes. Yeah. Woohoo! And then I have green glitter stripes. How adorable is that? And it's not sticky anymore. Well, right there. So if you find a little sticky spot, just apply some more foil to it. Oh yeah, fabulous. Foiling goodness. Yeah, look at that. All right. And I pulled in orange, and we're just going to do simple coloring. We're just going to go all in. Just the one color, because the stamp has the shadow lines, so I don't have to do anything special. Okay, and all I'm going to do is color the pumpkins. I'm not even going to color the tables they're sitting on. Just add that pop of color right to the pumpkins. Not even going to do their stems. It's going to be fabulous. And this paper is just a normal smooth white cardstock. Hammer mill with the chameleon on the cover. Catherine Poother paper. Bristol smooth. Anything with a nice smooth finish. I use accent opaque a lot, and that's really smooth too. And I Arteza alcohol markers on that paper all the time. I do not own a Copics. And the Artezas are pretty good. And this is almost done. Just, oh my, how fun is that? Just leave everything else super simple. And then we have our little background. Look at that. I'm loving that. Although it's kind of stark white. So let's tone that down. Let's grab a little bit of brown. Okay. Let's grab a lighter brown. Yeah, this one will be good. And I'm just gonna grab my big blending brush. Had a little bit. Okay. Just get some ink on there. And I'm gonna go right over the Copics, right over the Copics. Got my mind on Copics for some reason. Right over the alcohol markers, right over the foil. Gonna grab a little tissue and just make sure there's none stuck to there. And we can still see it is shimmery beautiful. Okay. Oh, that's so much better. But I think we need just a little bit darker on our edges. So we're going to grab that darker brown and just scrape it across. Just to darken the edge. There we go. Oh yeah, much better. There we go. There we go. Okay. Let's grab our card base. Avoid my little ink. I'm going to clean that up with another piece of paper. And here we have options. We can trim our paper down so we get a nice little white border, which I think I'm going to do. Okay. So we're going to grab our chopping block. Now, because that circle was pretty well centered, I'm going to take just a little bit off of each side. So that we can get to, oh, I just took way too much off. No, 4 1/4 down to 4. I panicked there for a second. I'm going to take a little bit off the top. And we're going to get this down to 5 1/4. There we go. Ah, perfect. But we want to make sure we are at the top of the card. Okay, and this is going to get glued down flat. Okay. Nice light layer of glue. Just like so. If you get a little bit too much globbed up, just tap it down. Because those deep bubbles of glue will show through. So you want a nice thin even layer all the way around. And don't push it down completely just yet. Give it a light squiggle. There we go. Fabulous. All right, next fun step, grabbing some foam tape. Okay, and we're just gonna I'm just gonna put some foam tape right on the inside. Just like so. You could put foam tape on the circle and then set the circle inside, but my hands are a little shaky today, so I don't want to miss and accidentally stick it there. So I'm just gonna put it in here. And try and get this tape. I'm almost out of this red backed Arteza tape, you guys, so I'll be trying a different brand. Because let me tell you, picking this red backing off is such a pain. So now I can hold this center and just set it right. Oops, I missed. So I missed. I'm going to kind of lift and twist. Okay, that'll help peel it off. Okay, let's try this again. We don't want to be off too much. That's better. Haha. It's a little crooked though. Ooh, it's a little crooked. That's all right. And that's that. What do you guys think? Would have been better if I'd have got that straighter, but that's okay. Visually kind of crooked. It happens. And if it's too terrible, you can always put another one over the top of it and just have it built up a little bit more. So there are options to fix it, okay? you can definitely, and I might actually do that. Let's see if those dots are ready. They're looking kind of shiny. Okay, let's give them a go here. Foil. I just had it. There you are. Okay, so we're gonna set that on there. We're gonna burnish that on there. Come on. Some of it is working and some of it is not. Still really cool though. There we go. We'll get it covered. Those are more distressed little dots. I like that. Okay. Same thing. We're just going to grab some of that tan, swirl it in. And I didn't even have to re-ink. That's just what's left on the brush. Just nice big swirls. And yes, you can color right over the top, or like we did in the other, color first and then ink blend over the top. It will change the hue of your color slightly, okay, but it's not too big of a change. Let me zoom through this. Be right back with you. We're just gonna add some glue. Okay, now straight. Let's do this straight. We're gonna gently set it down. Make sure we like the position before we commit. Actually, I like that. There we go. Ta-da! Much better. Project saved, because that was way too crooked for me. And you could put a banner sentiment on there. You could stamp right on there, heat emboss a sentiment. You could leave it as is. You could put little flags on the side, which actually might be really cute. So I might be doing this one again with some different stuff going on. But that is your starting point. If you want to give that a try, I'd love to see what you create. You're welcome to post on the Facebook chat with Sassy's Crafty Friends. And yeah, we'd all love to see your crafty creations. I thank you for joining me today, and we will see you next time. Have a good day, everyone. Bye-bye.